Hey, welcome to this little bonus video where I go through various pieces of concept art and promotional art for my little animation called Sam Hex. What was the name again? It's confusing me because this one has the old logo. Anyway, it's my Sam Hex animation, you know the one. The End of Magic. That's the one. There you go. Already off to a great start. If you want to mute my commentary and just look at the pretty pictures, that's totally fine too. I'm just going to go through these very quickly and comment on them every now and then. So this was a poster that I made very close at the beginning, actually. It used to have a darker background, but I changed it to a bright sky because I thought it would be better fitting with the actual vibes of the animation. And yes, the old logo is still here, Magic 101 instead of the End of Magic. So you can still see what that looked like. I'm just going to go through these in no particular order, just however I have them saved on my computer. Next one is bloop. Yes, it's just some doodles that I had lying around on my desk. Never made a proper scan of them, and they've been kind of crumpled up because my cat also likes to lie on my desk and just kind of lie on the papers. So the state has not gotten better much. So I just took these photos that I've been using. I just took photos of them, put them on my computer, and then just draw from that. That's basically how it worked. You see some sketches of L here when he still had some like sideburns, the hair, like a thing on the side. And also a little bug. That's the bug you see at the very beginning of the short. And also a garden gnome that I later changed to look more like Rayman because I thought it would be a cute Easter egg. Various sketches of L when I was still fleshing out his design a little bit. I kind of tried to draw him from memory just to see which details I would forget about. Like the hair, for example, the extra hair. So I just left it out. Some expression sketches. Kind of what he would look like if he was like very small and you just saw his big face staring up at you. And there is a Goose wearing a little Sam hoodie. Always thought that was cute. Maybe I'll get to use that someday. Earlier sketches of L, where you kind of see in the top left, he was a little more mouse-like, actually. A little more gremlin-like. I think I made him more elf-like as I went along. I started in the top left, ended in the bottom right. That's usually how these pages go. Considered giving him hair and like other metal pieces, like different like eye implants. And those kind of things, and also like the general philosophy of how he looked compared to Sam, like when they're standing next to each other, like how do their designs and shapes kind of compare, you know. Other sketches of various like people living in the city, what the general design of the city was. I never really did much of that because, well, we didn't go into the city in this animation. Maybe someday, who knows? What kind of vehicles they have, what their general, I don't know, what their general vibe is. And I took some inspiration from these for the little elf characters that you see at in the first scene when Sam is cooking and some of the very rude people from the town interrupt her as she, you know, causes massive troubles, breaks a couple of windows with explosions, you know that stuff. Some Goose, just some general pictures of him, what he looks like from different angles, and some expressions and attributes. And here's a big one. This is a lot of stuff actually. So the king. The Wario is also there. Don't worry about it. Some sketches of what Goose could be doing during the animation. How I wanted to kind of retroactively add him to a couple of scenes. And just some creatures at the very bottom. Like one of them is a bunch of sugar cubes in a cup of tea. Probably because I wanted some tea at the time. This is really cool, like pine cone hedgehog kind of creature with wings. I really want to use that someday. Who knows? Then there is the, I think, first drawing of the king and his like little helper guy, Aaron. And in the bottom left, the robots, who ended up being way less detailed in the final thing. Just a general lineup of characters, what they look like together, like do their shapes kind of fit with each other, but also make them unique enough, you know. And Goose being a slightly different color. I kind of made him more yellowy on this one because I thought it looked nicer than purple. That's about it. Also, their full names, just in case you were wondering about their full names. They're all here. Sketch for the old logo. The font for the 101 was very different. Close-up of me sketching some new logos for the End of Magic. Oh my god, this one. This is from 2016. A character sheet for my characters Sam and Goose. Sam was still called Witch Kitten back then. And looked very different. Very different. A lot thinner and taller. And Goose was just Goose. He didn't change much at all. I think his face got slightly smaller, but the overall like design philosophy is very much still the same. some sketches for different posters. I ended up making the one in the top right, and also the third one on the bottom row from the left, which is a kind of a combination of the second one from the left on the top row and some other ideas that I had, but with some like more smoke, kind of a smoke trail that's coming out of the cauldron. The logo, End of Magic, on a nice sky background. Some general drawings of Sam and the old design for L that actually stuck around for a long time, but I ended up changing it kind of just as I started actually animating it. Yeah, because I thought I wanted to simplify it a little bit and make the shapes a bit better. Some sketches of L. I think that might be the very first sketch of L, like the one that you see at the top in the center. What else? What else? There's a funny giant goose towering over L in the top left, and just some general sketches of Sam, some expressions, some poses. Just very quick sketches on a loose piece of paper. You see that the top right is torn off. You can just sketch on anything. Don't feel pressured to have like a neat, clean sketchbook. Whatever works for you. And for me, I definitely went very messy for this particular cartoon, as you've been able to see. Oh yeah, I have this little pocket notebook. Like it literally fits in my pocket. And I doodled these Sam expressions in there. Some of these are very rough. I see that one is doesn't even have her nose. It's just missing for some reason. Like, whatever. It was more about the general idea. I did use some of these ideas later down the line in the actual animation. But most of it was just to get an idea quickly on paper. Turnaround for Sam, which looks like from different angles. Some very goblin-esque pieces of concept art of Sam. Just wanted to show a more unhinged side. Thought that would be fun. What else? What is all this? There's a Sonic. That's cool. It's not part of the animation, but I don't hate how it looks. There's Goose crushing a pencil with his ass. That's not canon. I mean, he could if he was able to catch a pencil with his ass, but he can't, so, you know. Put that on the wiki, I guess. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Top left is an older drawing that I did. It's basically just a photo that I took out in the forest somewhere when I was going for a walk, and I was imagining like my characters walking around in there. And yeah, general sketches. Oh my god, this is from... I don't know when this is from exactly, but this is when I was actually redesigning Sam. When I thought like, oh, I'll make her more cat-like, and then ironically most of these sketches look more mouse-like, so I wasn't really feeling it in the end. This is a tiny fragment from the script. Just thought this little bit was funny. I think I sent it to my friends, that's why I have it saved. Just, oh yeah, I think L didn't have a name yet, so he's question mark, then Dick is the king, and then the robot is AI. That's it. This scene did end up being in the actual short. Oh yeah, tiny sketch for the logo, the one that I ended up actually using. It's a very tiny scribble somewhere in my sketchbook, but yeah, this is the one I ended up using. Just recycled the word magic from the old logo, the Sam Hex I already had, so I just had to draw the end and make the spoon a little bigger and move it to the side. Oh yeah, a little comparison of Sam from the storyboard and the actual expression from the animation. I really liked how it turned out. It's pretty close to the actual storyboard, so I was happy about that. Oh yeah, some tiny storyboards that I scribbled on paper just as a test. I was originally going to use sort of a, you know how you have these little cards that you send when you go to a cool city or an island or somewhere that you can just buy a card there and send it home to family. Like a postcard, that's the word. I was going to make every frame look like a postcard, kind of. Like with the white border around it and more painting-like. But in the end, I don't know, ended up not doing it. I thought... I don't know. I don't know what the exact thought process was there. I just kind of didn't end up doing it. Some other, just random shots where I was figuring out angles and things. Hold on. It indicates that this is the end of it, but I'm gonna scroll all the way to the beginning because I think there's a lot more. Just go real quick. Seizure warning retroactively. Excuse me for that. Let's see. We got here Sam. With big ol' eyes. These are actually the original eyes that she had in like earlier comics and drawings that I did of her before this short. And I just wanted to see how it looked. As you can see on the side, I already drew the yellow eyes. And I was just testing some stuff out. I was showing it to my friends like, hey, what do you think? Which one looks nicer? And they very much made the right call in giving me feedback on the yellow ones being much preferred. In hindsight, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, the difference between Sam's eyes and the king's eyes. I just wanted to see kind of like if I could do sort of an inverted version of that for the king's eyes, of Sam's eyes, I mean, to kind of show the contrast between them. I don't know, I thought that could be fun. Ended up going for something slightly different. Some close-up sketches of the king and his many silly, wacky expressions. I like the one on the top right. It's a bummer that I was not able to work that one in. This one I already showed. Weird, I have that one double in my files. Whoops. These are some early color tests. I kind of like these still. So, yeah, the foreground characters are all vector shapes. And in the final animation, the backgrounds are all painted. But in this one, it's just like quick vector sketches, basically. Just dropping some shapes in there, doodling it very quickly to see what the colors are, if the contrast works. And yeah, oh, the bottom left one is a first sketch of the, not cave area. I keep referring it in my mind to it as the cave area with the mushrooms, but it's like a fallen over tree that they explore the inside of. And I first had that one. It looked kind of muddy and green and black. And then I thought, like, well, I'll just make it more, I don't know, like the one on the top right. More glowy, more fun, just darker. And I was worried it would not work with the kind of bright looking characters, so I put some light shafts at the very top to kind of suggest that some light is still pouring in. It just happens to be that the characters are illuminated by it. It's just, don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard, and it all works out. And the top left, I'm still very proud of the nighttime environments. I like that one. Yeah, this was on Twitter where people could vote for characters to little background creatures that could appear in my cartoon. Carrot Legs ended up winning, so he's the one who actually ended up drawing. Though Snaily Boy still holds a place in my heart. Roller Scoot, it was not meant to be. Some sketches for the credits characters of my friends. I like these a lot. They turned out nice. And we're right back where we started. I think that's all there is. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Just a little collection of concept art. I'm sure that if you dig very deep on my Twitter page, you're able to find more if you're interested. And if you want to see more, just let me know. I probably still have some stuff lying around. All right. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.